Today we're going to discuss why it's best for everyone in GTA 5 that Brad died and not Trevor. So firstly, this one is something I mentioned already in a handful of videos, and that's that no one, and I mean absolutely nobody in the crew liked Brad. Not Michael, especially not Lester, and not even Trevor. But for Trevor, it did take a long time to confess to himself and to Michael that Brad was an asshole and that he himself would have killed Brad in a different way than Michael though, but he still would have killed him. So firstly, it's good because, well, no one liked the guy. And now one could wonder as to why Trevor was the one who was the main target in the original plan that was constructed by Michael and Dave and not Brad. Well, Michael was scared of Trevor since he was not only unpredictable, but the most scary thing is he's also really fucking capable. Unlike Brad, who is, from what we know about what other characters said about him and the little bit that we see of him in Prologue, he's a complete utter idiot. Yeah, I mean, Trevor was unpredictable and all, but he would never kill Michael's family. Like, maybe he would have killed Michael if he got really angry, like he was about to kill Michael and bury the hatchet, but not his family. I don't think there was ever a scenario where he would have killed his family. As compared to Brad, who I guarantee you that if somehow he was at Michael's house instead of Trevor during the mission Fame or Shame, he would have walked in with a bunch of weapons and would have absolutely just mowed down Michael and his entire family in a matter of seconds, and not because of like, oh, this guy betrayed me or whatever. No. See, unlike Trevor, Brad absolutely has no code, no any kind of limits, nothing. He kills anyone and everyone for shits and giggles. And that's another thing, he genuinely enjoys the heist life. He enjoys killing and hurting people. Now, yeah, Trevor's similar in that regard, but if you look at the prologue, that scene where they're all running away from the cops and the getaway driver dies and then Trevor just breaks the window, starts shooting the cops, whatever, you can see that in this scene, Trevor's like not really enjoying himself, unlike Brad, who really is like, he's got like this kind of smirk on his face, he's chilling, he's all good, he's pretty happy with how things are going with this one. And this is debatable, but like I said, I don't really think that even Trevor is enjoying this shit show, let alone Michael. Another reason is that, let's say Brad died and Trevor went to prison for life and never again saw daylight. So in the hypothetical, let's say, of course, like I said before, Brad maybe shows up to Michael's house, he would probably waste his whole family during the beginning of Fame or Shame, but also when you look at everything that Michael and Franklin went through and how much Trevor helped them, like on the Polito score, that score was an absolute chaos, absolute shit show, and you could argue that if Trevor wasn't there, Michael and Franklin could have easily died there. And hell, if you want to push me for a scenario where Brad was part of the crew instead of Trevor, that would have been a whole other shit show. Also, real quick, if you're enjoying this video right now, please do me a favor and like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff helps me out a lot. Also, go down to the description or the pinned comment below this video, go ahead and check out my second channel where the Kingdom Hearts content has moved to nowadays. But yeah, so if Brad was with them, let's say again on the Polito score instead of Trevor, it's likely that he would have maybe tried to set them up or kill them or take the money for himself. He would do something stupid, or the most likely possibility in my mind is that he would botch the job entirely by, let's say, killing hostages. Because keep in mind again, unlike Trevor, Brad is a complete fucking incapable moron who was in the heist life for the fun of killing and hurting people. Like in the prologue where they're talking about the heist, the first thing that Brad says in the car is this.
See that shit? Put that bitch's face against the glass. You see that?
Like, he is clearly talking about this in a way where he's proud of it, like, yeah, I slammed your face into the floor. Fuck, do I hate this guy. Okay, so after all these examples, let's finally break this all down. So firstly, no one from the crew liked Brad, and they all agreed that he was an asshole. Secondly, he, unlike everyone, is the most prone to doing something stupid just because he's an unprofessional and unreliable idiot. Like, at least Trevor was somewhat more professional when it comes to the heists compared to him. And thirdly, with this guy around, literally everyone would be in constant danger, and this is not an exaggeration. This goes for Michael, his family, Trevor, Franklin, Lester, maybe even Lamar, and not just from being arrested because he would screw something up, but also because he's this dude who genuinely enjoys killing absolutely anyone with any kind of code or limits. Whatever you say about Trevor, he has some limits, not many, but he limits it to not killing his friends or betraying his friends, and that's a limit that Brad doesn't have, and that's why I also mentioned Michael's family, because unlike Trevor, with this guy around, literally no one is safe. So yeah, all in all, it's very safe to say that Brad dying was ultimately a good thing for, of course, Trevor, Lester, Franklin, and arguably even Michael and Dave, even though it wasn't part of their original plan for him to die. I think especially that it was good for Michael's family too. And sure, with how dumb the guy was, he likely wouldn't have ever seen daylight, but it would also result with Michael and Franklin possibly dying, because of course Trevor wouldn't be there to back them up and say what you want again, but he did back them up and help them a lot throughout the game. But in the end, despite the plan initially going wrong, in the long run, things ended up a lot better for literally everyone in the story. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this little bit of a lore slash what if video slash whatever you want to call it. Until next video stream, bye bye.